Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, Bears fans. Let's get to the news folks. I've got some intriguing buzz swirling around the NFC North, and it involves the Chicago Bears potentially making a bold move that could reshape the division landscape. Word has it that the Tennessee Titans, who are currently in the midst of a total rebuild, might be open to trading cornerback L'Jarius Sneed to the Bears. That's right, Sneed, a guy who's been making waves in the league, could be heading north to Chicago, and if it happens, it could be one of those moves that sends shockwaves through the NFC North for years to come. Let's back up a bit and look at what's fueling this speculation. The Titans are sitting at a 2-9 record, and their defense has been leaking points like a sieve, giving up an average of 29.1 points per game. That's pretty rough, especially when you consider that their cap space is also in disarray. They're sitting on about $18 million in free cap, with a total rebuild on the horizon. It's no secret that they're eyeing a rebuild with an eye toward the future, and trading some of their veteran assets makes a lot of sense. One of the names floating around is Sneed, a cornerback drafted in 2020 who's been a real bright spot in the secondary. He's not just a coverage guy, he's a shadow, a guy who can erase elite receivers when he's on his game. His stats are impressive, with 6 years of NFL experience, including 260 solo tackles, 92 assists, 6.5 sacks, and 10 interceptions. His PFF grade hovers around 85.8, and his coverage grade is equally solid at 87. He's a guy who can shut down top receivers, allowing only about 3.9 yards after catch per reception, and posting a negative EPA per target of -0.12, which shows how disruptive he can be in the secondary. What makes Sneed such a hot commodity for the Bears? Well, if you look at the current state of Chicago's secondary, injuries have taken a toll. With Jaylon Johnson already entrenched as a shutdown corner, adding Sneed could give the Bears a legitimate lockdown duo. This move could significantly boost their pass defense, which has been a point of concern this season. Remember, the Bears are sitting at 8-3, still in the thick of playoff contention, and any upgrade at corner could push them even closer to their Super Bowl aspirations. Now let's talk about what the Titans might want in return. Reports suggest they're eyeing a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, a relatively modest price for a player of Sneed's caliber. Considering they're rebuilding, moving Sneed for a future pick makes sense, especially since they're also prioritizing draft capital to extend Levis and bolster their roster. Plus, the Titans are looking at their cap situation and roster needs. They need help on the offensive line and at wide receiver, and freeing up cap space with this trade could accelerate their rebuild. This potential trade echoes what the Bears did in 2020 when they acquired Stephon Gilmore, a move that shook up the AFC East and helped the Patriots' defense become a nightmare for opposing offenses. If the Bears land Sneed, it would be a statement move, showing their commitment to strengthening the secondary and competing at the highest level. It's a move that could have ripple effects, not just for the Bears but across the NFC North, which has been a division of surprises this season. The impact on Chicago's defense could be immediate. Sneed's ability to shadow top receivers and erase big plays could help the Bears limit explosive offenses, especially with teams like the Packers and Lions still fighting for playoff positioning. The Bears' secondary, already solid with Johnson, could become one of the best in the league with Sneed's addition. And that, my friends, could translate into more turnovers, especially interceptions, which are crucial in close games. Looking at the bigger picture, a trade for Sneed could be a catalyst for Chicago to push for a deep playoff run. The odds are already stacking in their favor, with a defense that's improving and an offense that's been showing sparks. Adding a player like Sneed could be the final piece needed to push them over the top. If they manage to acquire him, it could be one of those moves that energize the entire franchise, boosting morale and confidence as they chase that elusive Super Bowl. Now, on the Titans' side, seeding Sneed might seem risky, but it's all about the long game. They're losing core players like Andrew Ridley to free agency and need to focus on building their offensive line and receiver core. By trading Sneed now, they get a valuable pick that can help them develop future stars. Plus, losing a cornerback of Snead's caliber could hurt their pass defense, which has already been struggling, giving up a 20% increase in passing yards allowed per game compared to last season. And for the Bears, this isn't just about adding a corner. It's about sending a message. They're serious contenders, and they're willing to make bold moves to stay competitive. With a team that's already 8-3, they're looking at the postseason as a real possibility, and a shutdown corner like Snead could be the difference maker in tight playoff games. Imagine the pressure he could put on top receivers in the NFC, helping to tilt the field in Chicago's favor. The playoff picture is shaping up to be fascinating. The odds are looking better than ever for the Bears, especially if they can pull off this move. Betting odds have already shifted, with experts giving them a solid chance at making a deep run, some even touting their odds of reaching Super Bowl LXI at plus 400. That's a significant boost from earlier in the season, and it shows how much faith the betting community has in this squad. The addition of a lockdown corner like Snead could push those odds even higher, turning Chicago into a dark horse in the NFC. In terms of the division, the Packers and Lions are still in the mix, but a move like this could give the Bears a crucial edge. The NFC North has been unpredictable, with each team battling for supremacy, but if Chicago adds Snead, it could tip the scales in their favor. The defense becomes more formidable, and with the offense playing at a high level, the Bears could be on track for a division title and a serious playoff push. Looking ahead, the schedule is starting to tighten up. Every game counts, and having a player who can elevate the secondary to elite status is invaluable. Snead's experience and knack for making game-changing plays could be the X-factor in high-stakes moments. The Bears' coaching staff is known for their strategic acumen, and integrating a player like Snead into their game plan could unlock new levels of defensive sophistication. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the Titans and Bears can come to an agreement. But the whispers are getting louder, and if the deal goes through, it'll be one of those moves that fans will be talking about for years. Imagine Snead lining up with Johnson, locking down the opponent's top receiver, and creating that fear factor that every elite defense needs. That's the kind of impact that could propel the Bears deep into the playoffs and beyond. So in conclusion, this potential trade is more than just a roster move. It's a statement. The Bears are positioning themselves as serious contenders, ready to take on anyone in the NFC. Snead's addition could be the missing piece that turns a good team into a Super Bowl favorite. And for the Titans, it's about building for the future, even if it means parting ways with a player who's already proven he can make a difference. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Snead could be the game changer the Bears need to finally break through and compete for a Super Bowl? Or are you skeptical about the timing and the price? Either way, your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. Remember, this season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and every move counts in the quest for that elusive Lombardi trophy. I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned, keep supporting your Bears, and let's keep this passion alive. Whether it's through trades, draft picks, or game day battles, we're all in this together. The journey to Super Bowl LXI is just getting started, and with moves like this, the Bears could be on the verge of something truly special. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, bear down.